Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and hello. We do not have much time today. We have an esteemed house guest coming over, so the house needs a lot of cleaning up to do. I do not have time to work on my creative endeavors, which are my emotional outlets. I am, however, a deeply emotional boy. What I wanted to do was drink alcohol to make up for the fact that I'm so emotional so I could successfully clean the house. I don't want to drink alcohol, in part because my partner's like, hey, don't use that as a coping mechanism. And I was like, wait, what? It's fine. Even though most people are like, hey, that's not fine, try not to drink so much, so then I was not drinking. But in order to not drink, I successfully did nothing. The house didn't get clean, neither did I engage in my emotional outlets, so I'm engaging my emotional outlet now. Let's run you through it so I can go clean my house. And I'm a little extra emotional today. A big thing of that is just like the visit I'm looking forward to, but then also woke up on the wrong side of the bed with one of the dreams that you have sometimes, and you wake up and you're just like, thanks, like immediate debuff. So that's a lot of what's going on, but also just all of life, and it's just I'm an emotional boy, but a little bit more emotional than usual, which feels important to bring up. My every instinct when I'm feeling emotional is film something or edit something, stream something, reach out to people, go be social in virtual reality, because those are accomplishing more things than playing games or holing up in your bedroom or drinking. And that's what I wanted to do so desperately today was any one of those things. Understandably, those things are not cleaning the house, and there's enough house to clean. I very easily, even without thinking about it, told myself, I don't have room for any of these other things that I enjoy. There's not time for that. I have to clean, and it was such a natural decision for me to make. I didn't even make it consciously. There was no option. It didn't enter into the decision-making matrix. It was just the only thing I had the option to do was just, I have to clean because I can't do any of the fun things, and I didn't give it any other consideration than that. This was a wild mistake, which I recognize now. And it's the whole like, oh, hindsight's 2020 nonsense that they say, which I don't like. It's just true, but it's also obvious. Like, I can see now looking back that I spent 3 hours basically sitting on the bed accomplishing nothing because that was also accomplishing not drinking, which had become my ultimate task. And congratulations, Phineas, I successfully did not drink, so that is a good thing. And you see now in retrospect, oh, 3 hours, it takes not that much more time to film a video, edit the video, post the video, get out some of the emotions that I'm feeling, and then be more emotionally free so then I can clean the house in peace instead of being emotionally bottled up and desiring to drink alcohol to then clean the house. I could have spent the time being constructive, outletting my emotions, and then live my life from there. In this, there's one check I want to run. The logic can hold up. I caught it swiftly today, relatively swiftly. I'll tell you how I caught it, and then there's a little bonus at the end, which should be a lot of fun. Let's get to it. The check is deceptive because it's really not that hard. When I made the decision to stop myself from drinking, I had assumed several truths automatically. Namely, that I didn't have time to edit a video, or to do a live stream, or like that hanging out, whether it's an emotional outlet or not, spending time online with friends is a chief way not to clean your house, and that is something fun to do. So is editing video, so is streaming. Those things are fun to me. There was too much to do to engage in fun, and that would have been guilty behavior. Like, what did you do today, honey? Oh, I had fun. There was things to do, but I had fun instead. That was the angle I approached today from. I said, no fun. That was the problem. Because these things do happen to be fun, but they do also happen to be the premier emotional outlet that I have. I learned how to view them as fun. I haven't had that problem for a while. I used to do that all the time, and now I did it on accident. That's fun. I'm going to fix it, but it's fun. It's kind of nostalgic, really. It's like an old school video, baby. It's old school. And there's no school like the old school. You know what I mean? There you go. Yeah, it's a school. Why? Why would I say that? Now, I did not feel worthy of having fun, like I had not earned my fun today. There's a house to clean. You cannot have fun right now. I outlawed fun from the decision-making matrix. Like, this is a fun thing. We don't have time for that. You know, get out of here with that. While it is true that these things, filming, which I'm doing literally right now, categorizes as fun. I'm having fun. I'm a cat. This is fun. But that's not the only thing that it is, because right now I'm expressing my emotional frustrations, but I'm also about to express my emotional resolution, which is what this is right now. We'll get to that like super duper soon. You can probably already see it coming, but I'm having fun and I'm emotionally expressing myself, which is fun and what I needed to do because I was too emotional to operate today. Here we go. Independent of each other, I said, there's so much to do today. I need to do my things and then have fun. Also, I said, no, hang on. And in short, I'll skip towards the end of the thing. I'm just out of time to be more delicate with it, and for this I deeply apologize. I was so worried about having things to do today that when I had the impulse to do something, which is typically fun, I outlawed it on grounds of it's fun. If I had taken a moment, just a moment, and isolated out what my heart was telling me, I want to do something I do consider to be fun, but why do I feel like doing that thing? I was very driven to making art today. My videos are art, just brush past it, But that's what I wanted to do today. I didn't allow it. I didn't even consider it. Automatically, I outlawed it. And if I had considered it even for a moment, this natural impulse that I had to start today, even when there was so much else to do, I might have learned something valuable. And it's simple. I was really emotional today. I used my art as an outlet for my emotions, and I was so emotionally bottled up that I had the hardest time focusing on picking up a gray box of things and putting it in the basement. The gray box of things is like right there. It's right there. And then the basement, the stairs are like through a doorway and down. So the box has to go like where I am, but down. Really simple stuff. And I couldn't do it because I was so emotionally bottled up. I was so focused on the end goal of clean house that I ignored all of the things that were not clean house. I contend that somewhere inside of me, the parts of me which are emotional and know how to handle my emotions because it's worked for me for the past year and a half, said to me, let's go ahead and do video instead. Let's be creative. That's something that we desire. That's something that we need. That impulse came from somewhere, and surely enough, I'm following through on that impulse now, albeit a few hours late, and I do feel better, and I'm now going to be able to go clean the house knowing that I gave myself an emotional outlet of some sort which I desperately needed and only now gave to myself because there's too much to do. I'm out of time, so we're going to tidy this up, and then we'll tell you the thing that, like, what I came to this from, and then we'll tell you something else. There's, like, two things to tell you. I got to remember what they are, but let's tidy up this part first, and then the video's going to be done soon, because I just got to go. Had I taken the time to sit and recognize, yes, there is an ultimate outcome of the day, but there's other things going on. I received the impulse to be creative. Let's focus on that for a little bit and just see what's going on. Let's think critically for a moment. And that whole thing is simply this. If I had sat when I was at the beginning of my confliction today and just thought for a little bit extra about the steps that I had written off immediately. You're not allowed to have fun right now, but the actions I wanted to take, which I do consider fun, also achieve other things than only being fun. I had a very short-sighted, narrow-minded approach to today to activities which I do consider fun, but also I do consider emotionally freeing and, I feel better. And if I had thought through, oh, I like having fun because the activity which is fun also emotionally frees me to be able to handle other details of a day, I would have gotten into VR to film something so much earlier. The only thing I could really say there, I think, is think critically. I, I don't know. I don't know, man. But everything is multifaceted. And yeah, this is fun, but this also achieves other objectives. So when you have an impulse, maybe take a second and just, what's the impulse? What does it achieve immediately? But then what conditions does it satisfy? It's not only fun, I was able to get out some of my emotions I was bottled up with, and now I have more ability to go and do other things with my day. And that's awesome. Now, there is one special little lad I would like to thank for today's video. That's the fish. That's Lovely Speck. I messaged him at work, and the protocol is whenever I want to drink really bad, I go ahead and I reach out to him instead of reach out to the bottle, which I think is overall a very healthy mechanism, even though I disagree with it personally because I would just rather drink because that's just something that I like doing a little bit too much. So I reached out to my partner, which was a good thing to do. Here's the mechanism behind that, though. This one's pretty tasty. I'll keep it short because I like this one a lot. Haha. I feel shame in my desire to drink alcohol. It solves my problems, but not in constructive ways. However, because that's my natural desire, I feel shame when I decline myself from my natural desire, like I'm telling myself I know better than myself. I also feel shame when I reach out to my partner because I know and he knows that he has the type of partner who desires to drink away his problems. That's a sign of weakness. It also feels like a weak thing to have to do to want to drink so bad in the first place that I have to reach out to my partner. It's multiple layers of shame, things I'm really unhappy with. I chose to engage in that anyway because that's protocol we had set out together, but it achieves something marvelous. The moment I reached out to my partner and said, hey, having a really heavy day today in the head, I'm spending most of my energy not drinking. He reached out and says like, oh, hey, what's going on in particular? And he suggested film a video, which I had also already decided would probably be the right thing to do. But once I messaged him that I was not getting things done today because I was just standing still not drinking, I felt all of that shame. All of it. Just, I'm choosing not to drink and I'm reaching out about it and I'm at the, it was too much going on. Before reaching out, I didn't feel that shame so acutely. It was all just part of the emotions that were bottled up inside. The moment I admitted my desire to drink, shared the shame I feel at getting nothing done during a high stakes, like today's the day, I gotta clean the house, and I admitted I did nothing, which is shameful, I desire to drink, which is shameful, I'm choosing not to, like, I felt a lot of shame in bringing up the fact that I was too weak to handle all of these things. That shame feels pretty bad. And the moment I sent the message, okay, that's a shameful thing I feel. What's happening? How can we avoid this? I don't want to feel this in the future, because shame feels very bad. That was when I ran through the chain of events there, where I'm emotionally bottled up, which is why I want to drink, and then I brought up to him that I wanted to drink and I was getting nothing done. The source of all of this is I didn't give myself the emotional outlet, which is why I wanted to drink in the first place, is because I was too emotionally bottled up. Ultimately, by sharing something with my partner that I was ashamed of, I acutely felt the shame, decided that I hated it, thought through ways to avoid it in the future and ways to avoid it in the present moment, realized that making a video, after all, is going to help emotionally release me so I can accomplish the tasks of the day, which would have avoided shame entirely and might help to negate it now that I know what I can do to help. My ultimate message to this video is quite clear, very simple and plain. By sharing with someone I trust closely my struggle, I kind of like, I don't know, made it manifest or something, right? Like, I had to confront it. It wasn't just within me now, someone else is also included in it, and it felt really bad. I did not like how that felt. I was able to receive how much I disliked that sensation in a very closed and safe environment. Someone that I trusted to confide in, who actively wants me to confide in them, which is lucky of me. I'm a lucky guy. And in that very safe environment, my shame and the one person who knows about it, I was able to feel that shame, recognize that it feels very bad. I don't want to feel this way. What can I do to not feel this way? It hurts feeling shame or feeling inadequate, but if you can pull it off in very safe ways, you might not have to make a YouTube video about it and post it online for anyone to be able to see. Oops. That's actually pretty much it. I could tidy it up a little bit more, but I am out of time because I have to edit this and then I have to clean. But, yeah. feel like that's an unsatisfying ending. Hey, give me a second. I gotta. And nope, I thought about it, and actually, I gotta be done. So there you go. That is the video that I made. Is reach out to your partners, experience shame. I feel shame. It's not that bad. Yeah, so experience your shame in safe and controlled environments by opening up to people that you trust, listening to what you receive, and ideally, you'll be able to learn next time to question the things you automatically outlaw when you're focused on the end result, opposed to some of the steps which naturally come up to you. If they don't make sense initially, maybe examine them, and they might achieve other objectives than the only one that you initially see. I don't know. It could help. Okay, bye. Thanks for the video. Pink Room video.